Well, good morning. It is October 26th, day 140 on the trail for me. I've left the Davenport Gap shelter and I'm heading southbound. It is a nice day out. It's probably about 60 degrees, and I think that was about as low as it got overnight. Just a great night. There are a couple mice in the shelter, but that's gonna happen. Plan for today is about 7 miles, and that's going to get me to the Cosby Knob shelter. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. There is a nice blue blaze along the way. That'll get me to a peak that has a fire tower that's supposed to have awesome views. But it's a 0.6 blue blaze, so it's 1.2, right? I'll have to see how I'm feeling after I get to that point on the trail. But considering where I am right now, and I'm in like the peak foliage season, I might have to go up there because it's supposed to offer great views, and it'd be nice to see the colors from there. All right, well, not much else to say. It's gonna be I expect it to be a challenging day because I'm going to have to do a decent amount of climbing and descending. So we'll see how it goes. All right, well, as always, if I see anything interesting, I will grab a picture or some video. But for now, here's what the trail looks like. First decent view from the trail. See out to some other peaks and ridges. And you can see down into the valley and see the color of the trees. The breeze just came through and see the leaves falling off the trees. Rocky outcropping along the trail, and got a beautiful day here. Let's come back a little bit. I'm going to look down into this valley. Hopefully I can zoom in far enough. You can really see the color. I'm on the Mount Cammerer Lookout. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's named after someone who was instrumental in getting the Great Smoky Mountain National Park built, I suppose. And we've got a 360-degree view. There's this nice walkway that goes around the lookout. You can see in all directions. Look down into the valley a little bit here. Saw a few other hikers. A group of four that was sectioning the forest, or the park, I should say. And then just a couple day hikers. Few clouds in the sky, but it's still a beautiful day. Well, you can tell it's a Saturday. Since I left the lookout, I probably passed 20 day hikers coming from, I think it's called Low Gap. There must be a lot of good parking there at the Low Gap. And they're taking a trail up to the lookout. It is, yeah, just a busy day. I mean, you know, it's beautiful weather and lots of people hiking. So I'm having to kind of pull off to the side of the trail frequently to let, you know, small groups pass by. But that's the way it is. All right, see you in a bit. All right, it's about 12:30. I've made it to the Cosby Knob shelter. And painting over here. So pretty. And cables for a bear hang. Right there. Not sure where the water source is. I'll find that. Looks like we got some tarps up here to help with the weather if necessary. A nice bench here. Undercover. Let's take a look inside. All right, a couple more benches and 2 levels. Nice. All right, looks like there's the water source and it is flowing. That's always good. All right, well, it's kind of strange to be stopping so early, but the next shelter is about 7.5 miles away, and I mean, I'm kind of tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop and rest for the remainder of the day. So, a little bit of rain's coming through. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but the mountains now are smoky. You can see the mist out there. I've got the rain gear on just as more of a windbreak. There's a little bit of a cool breeze coming through. And a day hiker just came up. His name was Joe, and he is fishing at a camp that's down, I don't know, probably about 2.5 miles, 3 miles away. And he must have known that I was going to be here because he came with gifts. So anybody who knows me reasonably well knows that one of my favorite desserts or candies is a Reese's, and he gave me a Reese's Big Cup. And while I don't smoke them too often anymore, I used to really enjoy cigars, and he gave me one of my favorite cigars, the Tobacco Special. It's got a sort of a coffee flavor to it, and so I'm going to enjoy that later tonight. Yeah, now I'm just going to sort of wait for the, well, I don't need to wait. I'm just going to stay here, stay dry under the shelter. and yeah, just chill for a little while. But thank you, Joe. Really appreciate the gifts, and look forward to enjoying them later. Well, it's just a little bit before 7 o'clock, and it's getting kind of dark. So yeah, there's a few other hikers here with me, sectioners. The one is from New Jersey, and he's done a good portion of the AT. I think he just said he pretty much has the ends to do, both the north and south ends, and probably a couple 100 miles in either direction. He's basically just hiking through the Smokies now, and then a couple from Georgia. I haven't talked to them too much. They just got in maybe 20-30 minutes ago. But they're also just sectioning the Smokies, and yeah, so at least there's a few other people here. The rain brought some cooler weather. It's supposed to be cooler tomorrow. I think highs in the 50s, and it's supposed to be a little bit more rain tomorrow in the afternoon. Hopefully not too much. But today was, a relatively easy day. I always say there's no easy day on the trail, but it wasn't too bad. Tomorrow I've got about 13 miles to do, and be more elevation changes up and down. But that's about it. So, it was a good day. I was able to stay out of the rain, stay dry, and hopefully the same happens tomorrow. So again, I thank you to Joe for bringing me the Reese's and a cigar. Didn't get to it today. I'll probably, hopefully, have time for it tomorrow. But as always, if you've stuck through to the end, I appreciate it. And I'll see you again tomorrow on the trail.